All right, coaches, let's go ahead and let's talk about Wednesday the 5th, okay? Okay, we'll get right into it. We're going to be doing deadlifts, okay? Same setup as last week. We are going to be doing 4 sets of 10 reps. Your RPE is going to go up, okay? So I think we were at 6.5 to 7 last time, or maybe it was 6 to 7. We are now going to be going up to an RPE of 7 to 8. I don't know what I said before. Anyway, RPE of 7 to 8 on those deadlifts, okay? So the intensity should be going up a little bit, should be harder than last week. Because of that, our weight should go up slightly, and our rests, we're going to increase that duration. So instead of doing 1 minute to a minute and a half rest, we're going to give you 2 minutes of rest to 2.5 minutes, okay? Whatever your classes need for that, okay? For this, because the weight's getting heavier and we're staying in tension for longer periods of time, a good thing you guys could do in your warm-up is with an empty barbell, have them go really, really slow into the positions of the deadlift, okay? So starting at the bottom, having them push away, keeping their back nice and flat, and having them go really slow to their knee, then pushing our hips through, standing tall, keeping my arms long, not pulling with my arms stay long, standing all the way up, but not aggressively pushing my hips up. I don't need to do this, right? So I'm just gonna stack my shoulders, hips, and ankles, and then have them come back down. And I would do like a 10 count, and I would count out everything for your class and just have it be really, really slow. Maybe build a little bit of weight on the bar and then have them do it with a little bit of weight as well. What this is going to do is this is gonna help them when they're in these long durations of being under tension. It's gonna help them be able to keep those good positions and stay, especially with their back being nice and engaged and flat instead of rounding and them caving in as the weight gets heavier and as the reps go up. Okay, again, we want to try to keep the reps looking as close to the same as we can from rep 1 to rep 10. As our RPE goes a little bit up, we might see slight changes, but nothing that is not safe. Okay, so slight changes may be okay, but just make sure that we're trying to keep it as the same from rep 1 to rep 10. Okay. All right. So for the workout today, we're going to be doing a 15-minute AMRAP, okay? It's going to be strict pull-ups and dumbbell burpee box step overs, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna demo the movements first, and then I will talk about what the rep scheme looks like and why it's like that. Okay, so for the dumbbell burpee, okay, we're gonna have our dumbbells. It is double, okay? So if you need to share or you need people to use kettlebells, it's totally fine. You could also have one person start on the strict pull-ups and then one person start on the dumbbell burpee box step overs and then have them switch, okay? Just make sure if they're sharing, they're similar athletes in their ability. That way one person's not waiting a really long time for them to finish, okay? For most people, this will not be an issue, or for most classes, this will not be an issue, okay? So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go into that burpee, dropping in between the dumbbells. Chest comes to the floor, so we need to make sure that we have enough space in between our dumbbells that we're able to come to this position, okay? We're then going to step or jump to our dumbbells. We're then going to clean them to our shoulders, and then we're going to box step over. So, okay, we do not have to fully extend in a box step over, okay? We just need to get over the box, okay? What's going to be important about this is if you're seeing people pressing out of their toe, okay, with this much weight on their shoulders, stop them, have them get their pole foot on the box as they press out. That way they're using their heel to drive from the box up, okay? And then just make sure that they're able to get over the box safely. Sometimes when these get really heavy, people get really sloppy. If you start to see sloppy movements as they get over the box. Just find a variation, maybe lowering the box. I would rather see the boxes lower and keep the heavy weight than the opposite of going lighter with the weight and keeping that box high. Okay? So, and then our strict pull-up, or whatever our strict movement is, please just make sure when we're doing these that there's no kip in the hips, okay, at all, or even really in the knees, okay? We don't want any of this or this going on. Really make sure that they're staying as strict as possible. If they can't do it, we need to find the hardest variation of the strict that they can do. This will be important, especially if they're sharing equipment, because the strict pull-ups, if they're getting done and they're not hitting that hard stimulus of that hard pull, they're going to be getting back to the box way before that person doing the step overs. Okay? So, how is this workout structured? 15-minute AMRAP, okay? You're going to do, I'm going to go off of red, okay, because I have that written down. So, you're going to do 10 strict pull-ups. You're then going to do 5 of the dumbbell burpee box step overs. Then I'm going to do 8 strict pull-ups, 4 step overs, 6 pull-ups, 3 step overs, 4 pull-ups, 2 step overs, 2 pull-ups, 1 step over, okay? The whole idea is every level you'll see, we are doing double the amount of dumbbell step overs to the strict pull-ups. So that's the easiest way to remember what your next one is. Okay, I did 10 strict pull-ups. I'm gonna do half of that for my burpee step overs, okay? For your guys' warm-ups, please make sure that you are warming up those legs, especially that posterior chain. That lower back is going to be crucial. Maybe even also in your cool downs, make sure that you're addressing that in our recovery. That lower back is going to be taxed from the deadlift. That lower back is also going to be taxed, believe it or not, from this step up, okay? We're going to be loading that lower back and those glutes a lot in that movement, okay? I'm really excited to see how everyone does on this. I don't think we've done these dumbbell burpee box step overs in a while, so that is going to be super fun. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you tomorrow.